ahead and start. My name is Blake Burrell. I'm the President and CEO of Wasatch Peaks Credit Union, and I'd like to welcome all of you out tonight to our annual meeting / movie. We appreciate your support. It's kind of a fun night for us to be able to give back a little bit to you, the members, and hopefully you'll have a wonderful time. We're going to start our meeting by having a pledge of allegiance, which will be led by Blaine Goodell, our Chief Operating Officer, after which Jake and Amanda Tesh will sing our national anthem, and our invocation will be given by Board Member Gerald West. At that point, we'll turn the meeting over to Mark Ramsey, who is the Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Credit Union.
Will the audience please rise? Repeat after me. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Ramsey, and I serve as the Chairman of the Board of Directors here for Wasatch Peaks. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you out this evening. At this time, I'm going to call this meeting to order, and I'm going to ask our Secretary, Cindy Hellwell, to come up and do a roll call with the Board of Directors.
Brad Egbert.
Here.
Curtis Mount.
Here.
Ron Hill. Mark Ramsey.
Here.
Gary McDaniel.
Here.
Cindy Hillwell here. Gerald West.
Here.
Randy Rounds.
Here.
Michael Enns.
Here.
And Bill Fry.
Here.
All are accounted for.
Back here.
I'm so sorry. I missed Todd's skiing.
Thank you, Secretary Hellwell. We appreciate that. As we just heard a roll call, I want to take some time here to introduce to you our Board of Directors and also our Supervisory Committee. As I call your name, just kind of wave your hand and acknowledge if you would, please. I'm not going to ask you to stand up. We'll just sit down here. Secretary Cindy Hellwell, Vice Chairman Ron Hill, Mike Enns, Bill Fry, Brad Egbert, Gary McDaniel, Randy Browns, Todd Skeen, Curtis Smout, and Gerald West. And also our supervisory committee, Chairman Ross Moore. Vice Chairman George Krubosh is traveling and he was trying to get back, so we're hoping he can make it catch the last of us. So, Larry Latham, Charles Oborn, and Val Parrish. I want you all to know that each of us on the board and each of these individuals on the supervisory committee are all a volunteer basis. We are not paid a wage to be in this position that we are in. We all do this out of our love for the credit union and wanting to make our credit union best with this. At this time, I'd like to approve the 2015 minutes from the general board meeting that we held last year at this time. At this time, I would entertain a motion from the floor to approve these minutes.
I motion to accept the minutes.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
I heard a second. At this time, I'd call for a vote for all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. At this time, I want to turn the time over to Jeff Shaw for an introduction for the 100% for Kids donation.
All right, thanks, Mark. Liz, can you come up? This lovely lady that's coming up right now is Liz White from the Utah Credit Union Association. Come on up. I'll turn some time over to you instead. Those of you that have been to these meetings before will recognize that this is kind of an annual tradition of ours. We take some of the money that is donated each year during our holiday skip pay program. Any of you that have loans and like to not pay them during December like I do, you donate $25 to skip those loans, and that money goes to local charities and fundraising activities throughout the state and mostly here in Weber County. Each year we give a portion of those proceeds to the 100% for Kids. This foundation was started in 2002 and is funded totally through credit union donations. And just like the name says, 100% of the donations go to local schools. All the administrative costs and everything else associated with the foundation is covered through by credit unions and by the league. So back in 2006, Weber Credit Union at that time started doing this and holding a check. Oh boy. Hello. I can talk loud enough to get people in here, but probably not. Oh, the other one is? Okay. All right, if everybody can hear me. Since 2006, Wasatch Peaks, aka Weber Credit Union, Alliance Credit Union, and Summit One Credit Union have donated over $50,000 to this 100% for Kids Foundation. And the foundation has funded over $5.6 million of grants and has contributed to all 40 of Utah's school districts. So if we can get a microphone going here, I'm going to turn some time over to Liz to just to say hi and tell you a little bit more about the foundation. And then we have a check presentation for her. I apologize if I'm screaming in the other theater over there. I'll be over in about a half hour and you can yell at me. Okay, how's everybody doing up there? All right, here's Liz White, just for a second, from the Utah Credit Union Association.
Hello, everyone. I just want to give you a little bit more details about what we actually do at the foundation. What we do is we fund classroom-level grants from public school teachers throughout the state of Utah. So they write to us and let us know what they need in their classroom, and we fund grants for hands-on materials that they wouldn't otherwise have due to lack of funding through the district or the state. So we're funding anything from iPads to whole computer labs to just art supplies, even just level books that they wouldn't normally have in these schools. So it's a very important job that we do, and we really appreciate any donation we receive. And like you said, all the administrative costs are covered So every cent from the donation you give today is going actually to the Utah classroom. So thank you very much.
Is that cool? That's fun. Good. Oh, yeah, sure will.
All right, can you hold your hand up just a little bit? That's perfect. All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Cheese. Oh, one more. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Liz. Let's have another hand for Liz.
You know, it seems like we was just here a year ago. I can't believe how time flies past a year ago, and here we are again. Wasatch Peaks Credit Union continues to make great strides in providing you and our members with state-of-the-art technology right here in the palm of your hand. We can do so much with technology and do all of your banking and do all of your needs right here out of the palm of your hand. And that's what we're trying to strive to do and provide that all to you, our members. Wasatch Peaks shows strong growth across the board, from members seeking RV loans to mortgage loans to opening a new Casasa checking account. Our team is committed, a group of committed employees that are here to meet your every need. Technology allows members the convenience to manage your financial needs from the comfort of their homes, your office, and from almost all digital devices. We at Wasatch Peaks value your input on what we can do to meet your needs as your financial institution. Blake Burrell, Jeff Shaw, and Blaine Goodell are the best executive management team in the credit union industry. This is due to their knowledge, their management skills, and their strong accounting and lending experience. Our dedicated employees strive to meet every member expectation, whether it's by phone or by you visiting one of our local branches or our beautiful corporate office. The board of directors and the supervisory committee are all volunteers. They're dedicated and work hard to ensure that Wasatch Peaks Credit Union is meeting each member's needs. Each of us attends a monthly meeting and quarterly trainings to receive ongoing education in this changing economic landscape and to stay current with NCUA rules and regulations. In closing, I want to personally thank each of you, our members, our owners, for placing your trust in us. We consider it a pleasure to serve you and know that we will continue to work hard to meet your financial needs. I'm excited for 2016 and some new things that are on the horizon. I want to thank each of you for allowing me to serve as your chairman of the board of directors for Wasatch Peaks. I'm going to turn the time now over to our supervisory committee chairman, Ross Moore.
Thank you. No, I would like to just echo, as a supervisory committee, we appreciate our management team, our staff, the board of directors, and the wonderful members that we have in the Wasatch Peaks Credit Union for being able to maintain a strong, safe, and secure credit union. And we appreciate that very much, and it is an honor to be a part of it. Thank you very much.
I have a written report in the pamphlet, in the annual meeting booklet, and I'm not going to read that. I just sit out here and I look at all these young kids, and I hope they are like I was one day when my dad took me to the credit union. And I remember I'd never been to the credit union before. My mom and dad took me because I wanted to play the guitar. And so they went to 26th Street, it was Weaver Credit Union, and they got $300 out of their savings account. And we went down to Glenn Brothers Music. Some of you older people might recognize some of these names. And they bought me an electric guitar. And that was my first experience. And I look at these young kids, and I just hope that they become members of Wasatch Peaks Credit Union. And I sat there and I thought, what will it be like when they are doing transactions? And it's interesting, we live in a world with innovation. It's amazing to think, like Mark said, what we can do with a smartphone. It made me think of a story. I love this story. It's about a little boy, and he's got his ball and he's got his bat. You can kind of visualize this as he is walking across the park all by himself. And he says to himself, I am the greatest baseball hitter in the world. I am better than Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig. And then he throws the ball up and he takes a vicious swing and he misses. And he picks up the ball and he looks at the ball and he looks at the bat and he says, I am the greatest hitter ever in baseball, better than Ted Williams and Joe DiMaggio. And he throws the ball up and he takes another swing and he misses. And he picks the ball up and he looks at it and he looks at the bat and he says, what a pitcher. So I mean, it's interesting because in the business world today, along with our industry, you have to adapt. And you have to learn how to change and you have to learn how to do things. The smartphone's a wonderful tool, but at the same time, how many of us now worry about crooked people getting our information, social security numbers, scams on our Visa cards, all of this stuff we have to deal with. Well, we have a very progressive thinking board of directors and a very progressive thinking management, and because of that, we did some research and development, and we're in the process in the next couple of months to have an app where you can person-to-person transfer money. And all you will need, once that person and you have set it up on your phone, all you will need is a phone number or an email address to transfer that money. You won't need to know their account number. You won't even need to know what financial institution they're at. And they'll be able to transfer money. That's going to be a wonderful thing. You won't have to worry about people being able to get your information because it won't be there. All you'll be using is an email or a phone number, and that'll notify them that money's been sent. So I commend our board of directors for the wonderful job they do. They're progressive in their thinking, and they allow us as management to be able to look into these things because, like I said, what are these young kids going to do? How are they going to do transactions? Will there be branches? All of these things we have to worry about. Because the last thing we want the credit union to become is Blockbuster. Blockbuster, when's the last time somebody went to Blockbuster? It's been a long time. You know, they did make some good decisions, they didn't change. And so I just want you to know that this board of directors, and I thank them for their willingness to look into these things. And they do such a wonderful job volunteering their time to help run this credit union and represent the members, you the members. They do a wonderful job. Every decision they make, that is the utmost important decision, is how does it affect the members and will it benefit them. Our mission statement is to exceed your expectations in everything we do. And hopefully we're doing that. We have great management and wonderful employees, and I thank them for the wonderful job they do. And then we have wonderful members. We thank you for your support and all that you do to make the credit union successful. And we hope in some small way we do exceed your expectations and that we make your financial lives better. Thank you.
Thank you, President Burrow. At this time, I would like to see if there is any old business to be brought before the board. Seeing or hearing none, is there any new business to be brought before the board? Raise your hands high if you do have it, so I can help see. We was waiting to hear if we had any other questions from the other theaters. We're good to go.
Hi, everybody. This microphone really doesn't want to work. I don't want to delay it from the prices of the movie very much longer, but I've been asked to talk just a little bit about the new credit cards and debit cards that you're all going to be receiving here within the next 30 days. We know that we've gone through some credit card fraud. I'm sure many of you in the theater, myself included, have had your credit card compromised over the past couple of years, maybe multiple times. All the losses that come from those fraud, from the credit card fraud, is paid for by your credit union, and in essence by all of its members. Visa doesn't bear any liability, and typically the merchants don't either. Many of you probably already received a chip card or an EMV card that has a little microprocessor computer chip on those. You will all be receiving those from Wasatch Peaks here very shortly. We have a few of them in circulation. We've been testing those out, and that will be a big deal for us, and hopefully a big deal for you in protecting your identity and protecting the credit union from losses. The cards you get right now, we have cards that have beautiful mountain designs on them and rivers and streams and pretty things from Utah. Sometimes it's a little confusing to know which card you're using because they all look a little bit similar. Candy's shaking her head up there. I pulled out the wrong card many times. The new cards will be really easy to recognize. Your debit card will be blue with some mountain peaks on it, and your credit card will be orange with some mountain peaks on it. So we hope that will be neat. It'll be exciting. So look for those coming pretty quickly, and like I say, all credit card issuers are moving to that technology to help stop the fraudsters. Are there any questions along those lines? We just wanted to make you aware that that's coming down the pike really quick, and it should be a good thing for all of us as citizens. Okay, thank you.
As you receive the cards here over the next month, please don't hesitate to call down one of the branches of corporate headquarters if you do have questions on that, and one of our great employees will be more than happy to help you through that. At this time, I'm going to move on to our election results and also some information on some great things that's going on right now at Wasatch Peaks. We got some promotional announcements. Right now, you can get the lowest rate around with a 1.69 APR on new, used, or refinanced auto loan from another financial institution directly with Wasatch Peaks. We make it easy for you to save money by financing your loans with us. Wasatch Peaks is giving away an iPad every quarter just to go green by signing up for e-statements, and you're automatically entered to win. I invite you to bring all of your financial services to Wasatch Peaks. Our strength is member owners who save their money here and borrow their money here. Wasatch Peaks offers a full range of financial products and services to meet all of your financial needs. We had an election this year again, like we do each year, for the 2016 Board of Directors that was comes up. We have a 3-year position that we fill, and the results from that meeting were the winners were Bill Fry, Cindy Hellwell, Randy Rounds, and Todd Skeen. And on behalf of the Wasatch Peaks Credit Union, I'd like to thank our candidate, Doug Wheelwright, for his willingness to volunteer and seek an election with the Board of Directors. Thank you, Doug. At this time, we're going to move to seek a motion from the floor to adjourn our meeting. So moved. Been moved. Is there a second? Second. Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor of adjournment, say aye. 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 Thank you.